Yes, students, this is ninth biology, unit 17, animal kingdom. Unit 17, animal kingdom. Last class, we have seen phylum Echinodermata, then phylum Hemichordata, then chordata we have seen. In chordata, prochordata we have seen, Eurochordata we have seen, then cephalochordata also we have completed. The next topic is the one vertebrata. Next topic is the one vertebrata. This group is characterized by the presence of vertebral column. What do you mean by vertebral column? Vertebral column means we can call as a backbone. So what is vertebrate means? The organism which have backbone, they called as vertebrata. Notochord is an embryonic stage, gets replaced by vertebral column. You know what I mean by embryonic stage? Embryonic stage means during development of child. That is because embryonic stage. During that time, the notochord appear, and that notochord will be replaced by vertebral column. By vertebral column, which forms the chief skeletal axis of the body. So from the vertebral column, the skeletal small bones joins along with the vertebral column, they appear. The vertebrata are grouped into 6 classes. Vertebrata are grouped into 6 classes. We'll see what are those 6 classes now. Class Cyclostomata. What is that one? Class Cyclostomata. Cyclostomes are jawless vertebrates. You know what I mean by jaws? Okay, it presents in our mouth lateral sides. That's we call as the jaws. Jawless vertebrates. Here they don't have jaws. That's why it is called as a jawless. Mouth not bounded by jaws. Okay. Body is elongated and eel-like structures. And eel. Body is elongated means somewhat expanded one. And eel-like structures. They have circular mouth. They have circular mouth. You know what I mean by circular mouth? Skin is slimy and scaleless. Skin is somewhat lubrications one, and they don't have scales. As you can find scales in the fish, that scales may not have. That is why it is called as scaleless. They are ectoparasites of fish. Example, hawkfish. Example, hawkfish. So they give an example, lamprey for cyclostomata. Cyclostomata means jawless vertebrate. Just keep in mind, they'll ask you one word. And next class is the one pisces. The fishes are poikilothermic. Fishes are poikilothermic, which means the animal which live in the cold blooded. That is, we call as a poikilothermics. And aquatic vertebrates with jaws. They live in water, and fishes they have jaws. That is why they say as a they have vertebrates with jaws and streamlined body. And streamlined body. What do you mean by streamlined body? Streamlined means that fish they act as their fish body seems to be boat shaped. That is because of streamlined body. So that body is divisible into head, trunk and tail. Head and trunk and tail. So your locomotion is by paired and median fins. You know what do you mean by locomotions? So moving from one place to another place. That is we call as a locomotions. So locomotion is done by paired and median fins. And their body is covered by scales. The fish are as we are seeing, the body is covered by scales. The respiration is through gills. The respiration takes place by gills. Gills they present in the lateral side of the fish. The upper column you can find in that upper column only covered the gills. Here the heart is two-chambered with an auricle and a ventricle. There are two main types of fishes are there. So heart is two-chambered. There are two main types of fishes are there. One is cartilaginous fishes. Cartilaginous fishes and bony fishes. What do you mean by cartilaginous fishes? The fish is which have skeleton made up of cartilage. What do you mean by cartilage? Cartilage means soft bone, we can say. As we have nose and ears and rib cage, these are all we can say as a cartilaginous bones. Like then the fish, they have skeleton. That skeleton is made up of cartilages, which means soft bone. That skeleton is made up of soft bone. Example, shark and skates. The next bony fishes with a skeleton made up of bones alone. Here it's made up of bones. It's not a flexible one. It's not a soft one. This is made up of bones. Example, carps and mullets. And here there is a small information bits are there. The smallest vertebrates, they'll ask you in many entrance exams, smallest vertebrates, Philippines goby, a dwarf you can say. The pygmy goby is a tropical species fish found in the brackish water and mangroves area in Southeast Asia, measuring only about 10 millimeter in length. 10 millimeter in length. Just go through that small information bits. The next topic is the one, next class is the one, amphibia. Amphi means both. Bios means life. So their life is they spend in both place, water as well as the land. That's why it's also amphibians. These are the first four legs. They have first four legs. That is why it is called as a tetrapods. That is why it is called as a tetrapods vertebrates. Tetra means four. Since they have four legs, they call as a tetrapods. And dual adaptations. Dual means what? Two adaptations. They live in two places. One is land and water. To live in both land and water. The body is divisible into head and trunk. The skin is moist. Moist means what? Wet. And have mucus glands. You see on the skin of that frog, it seems to be always lubricate. So because the mucus glands will be there. The respiration is through gills, lungs, skin, or bucopharyngeal. Bucopharyngeal one. And the heart is three-chambered. Two auricles and one ventricle. So heart they have three-chambered. In that two auricles are there and one ventricles are there. Eggs are laid in water. They lay egg in water. The tadpole larva transform into an adult. The tadpole larva seems to be look like fish when it is the young stage, and it is in the larval stage. Tadpole seems to be fish-like structure, but it's not a fish. It is a tadpole larva transform into an adult. Example, frog and toad. The giant, there is a small information bits they given here. Giant salmon, salamander. It's the biggest one. Andreas davidians. Underline Andreas davidians is the largest amphibians in the world. So giant means very big. They say it's the largest amphibians in the world. They'll ask you one word. Dash is the largest amphibians in the world. Andreas davidians. Its length is about 5 feet and 11 inches. So 5 feet and 11 inches its length. Its weight is about 65 kg. Where do they found? They found in Central and South China. So have some more information. This one go through. The next topic is the one reptilia. Next topic is the one reptilia. What is reptilia? Here they given reaper means to crawl or creep. Reptilia means organism which they crawl or creep. They call as a reptilia. So these vertebrates are fully adapted to live on land. These vertebrates are fully adapted to live on land, and their body is covered with horny epidermal scales. Horny, somewhat thorn-like structures, small thorn-like structures, horny epidermal scales. The respiration is through lungs. Heart is three-chambered with an exemptions of crocodiles. So crocodile, they don't have three chambers. The partitions will be there, which have four-chambered heart. The crocodile, they have four-chambered heart. Most of the reptiles lay their eggs with tough outer shells. So their eggs seems to be with a very tough outer layers, outer shells we can see. Example, calots, lizards, snakes, tortoise, turtles. So these are the examples. These are the examples you can go through. Then next we'll see class aves. Aves means birds. Birds are homeothermic. Homeothermic means warm-blooded animals. They do not change their body temperature. The body temperature remains constant. It's a birds are homeothermic animals with several adaptations to fly. They have several adaptations to fly. The body shape is a spindle or boat shape. It is divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail. The body is covered with feathers. Body is covered with feathers. Four limbs are modified into wings for flight. Four limbs. Limbs means the hands. Four limbs means the front hand. So our hands only. Four limbs are modified, changed into wings for flight. Hind limbs adapted for walking and pursuing or swimming one. The respiration is through lungs and which have air sac. The respiration taken by lungs, they have air sacs. The bones are filled with air. That's because a pneumatic bone. They'll ask you, what do you mean by pneumatic bone? The bones which are filled with air, they are called as a pneumatic bones. Just keep in mind, this word comes very often, which reduce the body weight. With help of pneumatic bone, the birds, they reduce their body weight. What do you mean by pneumatic bones? Air filled in bone. That is because of pneumatic bones. They lay large yolk-laden eggs. They lay large yolk-laden egg. They are covered by hard calcareous cells. The shells are covered by calcium. That is why they call as a calcareous shells. Example, parrot, crow, eagle, pigeon, ostrich. Then next topic is the one Mammalia. Last topic is the one class Mammalia. So mamma means breasts. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. The skin is covered with hairs. The mammals are warm-blooded animals. The skin is covered with hairs. It also bears sweat and sebaceous glands. You know what I mean by sweat? And sebaceous glands means sebaceous glands. And your face, oil substance will be secreting. That is we call as a sebaceous gland. The body is divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail. The females have mammary glands which secretes milk for feeding the young ones. To the female, they have mammary glands used to secrete milk for feeding the young ones. The external ears or pinnae is present. External ears will be there. The external ears, another name we call as a pinnae. Heart is four-chambered. They breathe through lungs, except egg-laying mammals. All other mammals give birth to their young ones. They call as viviparous. Animal which give birth to young ones, they called as a viviparous. Whoever the organism they give birth, they called as a viviparous. Placenta is the unique characteristic features of mammals. Placenta, unique characteristic features of mammals. That's a placenta only they develop a child. That's the connections. Uterus will be present in the placenta. That's the special characters features of mammals. Example: rat, rabbit, man. And there is a classifications of phylum Chordata. So for what we have seen the given here, classifications of phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata, they have subphylum Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. And that vertebrata can be classified into vertebrates without jaws, vertebrates with jaws. Just now we have seen that one. Then without jaws, that's the examples, Cyclostomata, the lamprey and the hagfish. Vertebrates with jaws, class species, amphibia, reptilia, apes, and mammalia. With this, just we have completed unit 17 fully. Go through what discussed today. If you have any doubt, you can contact me through WhatsApp. Okay, bye. Take care.